What am I doing in here? What's going on? What am I doing in here? What's going on?
Welcome to my trap 2.0. You'll never find your way out of this mess.
To hell with that. I'll find a way out. I swear.
I see that you cannot quite move. Well then, I suppose that you are now willing to do my bidding then.
Or else what?
Or else this.
Okay. I'll do whatever you want.
Very well then. My first order is that you make a little review of a game.
Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves?
Yes. Now you'd better do it, or...
I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes.
Good. Now I will temporarily relieve you from your cage. Do what must be done. Alright, let's do this. I actually used to really like this game when I was much younger. However, the more after playing it to the end, I've come to realize that I actually didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I did. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that Sly 3 tends to shove a lot of different elements into the gameplay, and I sometimes feel like that such gameplay elements kind of disrupt the overall structure of the game, because in the second game you only have 3 characters to play as at a consistent basis, which was Sly, Bentley, and Rudy. They all felt unique enough that they didn't feel the same, and they also didn't feel like they deviated too much from the core gameplay of stealth and platforming. This one, I would also say, it doesn't quite deviate too much from the core gameplay of stealth and platforming, but sometimes I feel like some of these gameplay styles tend to get in the way of the gameplay of the overall game. Also has you controlling other vehicle sections as well. You'll be controlling a biplane, a gun, a boat with a gun, and a crane, and many other vehicles. Most of these work fine. I think they do add variety to the game, which keeps the gameplay from getting stale, but I still feel that it has, similar with playing with the other characters, there are some issues, such as, especially with how the sort of vehicles control, such as, I thought the biplane sections were a little too, controls were a little too stiff, and it was very hard to hit the individual targets. They also felt kind of slow. However, so I guess the game is kind of like 1 step forward and 2 steps backward in one sense. I think the strongest aspect about this game is the story, especially how it ends, and I really like the ending, where all the Cooper gang kind of all go in their separate ways, and Sly decides that he's not defined by his family name, but he decides to be with Carmelita. I thought that was a very heartwarming ending. However, I guess even the story can suffer from, I guess, the amount of character, the sort of linearity of the nature. I guess the whole conflict is that they need to find enough members of the gang to break into the Cooper vaults, and that's why they start going around the world to recruit different members, and that's pretty much the story. I guess subtly there are more instances of character development throughout the game, where like Bentley and Penelope and how they sort of change, how they sort of change from misconceptions towards one another and actually growing fond of and more attracted to one another, especially towards episode 5. As well as the relationship with Sly and the Panda King. However, so their character, however, these felt the overall structure of the plot, just felt very linear and, sometimes didn't necessarily feel like there was a whole lot happening, but, unlike Sly 2, but, it still had some decent character development, which, kind of saved it. Overall, I thought the character design looks very similar to Slide 2. However, I will say I think the textures look a lot brighter and a lot sharper. So yes, in one sense, the game almost looks HD for a PS2 game. The voice acting is about the same quality as Slide 2, with Kevin Miller and Matt Olson, all the old voice actors reprising their roles. The exception is Crumbly Fox, who once again, interestingly enough, has a different voice actor for the third time, and I find that to be very, but I think her voice is fine. It doesn't really bother me too much. However, it does sound a little nasally. I do prefer the second one a little bit more. The final verdict that I have for this game is that I think it's probably my second favorite in the trilogy. I think the second one is a little bit better because I thought the gameplay was a lot smoother there, and the story had a more felt better developed. It didn't really feel as linear as this one. However, I still think it's worth buying, and it's my second favorite. Alright, I made the review. Great. Now I'll make you suffer your greatest death. But I thought you said... See if I care, you lazy piece of shit.